friends at Reuters are reporting that the president has made a decision on the Canada and Mexico tariffs, but that they won't actually be implemented until March 1st. I was wondering if you could confirm that and talk through some of the president's thinking there.
I saw that report and it is false. I was just with the president in the Oval Office, and I can confirm that tomorrow, the February 1st deadline that President Trump put into place at a statement several weeks ago, continues. The president will be implementing tomorrow a 25% tariffs on Mexico, 25% tariffs on Canada, and a 10% tariff on China for the illegal fentanyl that they have sourced and allowed to distribute into our country, which has killed tens of millions of Americans. These are promises made and promises kept by the president.
The president yesterday said that last night he was planning to discuss whether an exemption would be made on oil imports. Do you have any information on what decision he made there, or will there be exemptions at all offered under this?
I don't have an update or readout for you on the exemptions, but those tariffs will be for public consumption in about 24 hours tomorrow, so you can read them then.
Talk about tariffs on Canada and Mexico, 25%. That's coming on Saturday?
That's coming on the 1st,
Okay.
Saturday.
But no oil tariff, no oil tariffs.
No, I don't, well, I didn't say that. You said that, no.
Well, I don't want to misinterpret.
No, we may or may not. We're going to make that determination probably tonight
Oh, my
on
God.
oil.
Okay.
Yeah, because they send us oil, we'll see. It depends on what the price is. If the oil is properly priced, if they treat us properly, which they don't. Look, Mexico and Canada have never been good to us on trade. They've treated us very unfairly on trade. And we will be able to make that up very quickly because we don't need the products that they have. We have all the oil you need. We have all the trees you need, meaning the lumber. We have more than almost anybody in those two categories. In oil, we have more than anybody, and we don't need anybody's trees. We have to free up some of the tree areas that we have. We have great lumber in this country. We have to free them up environmentally, which I can do very quickly. But we don't need what they have. And for us to be subsidizing Canada to the tune of $175 billion a year and subsidizing Mexico to the tune of $250 billion, $300 billion a year, and Mexico is a method of China sending in its product. And with China, I'm also thinking about something because they're sending fentanyl into our country, and because of that, they're causing us hundreds of thousands of deaths. So China is going to end up paying a tariff also for that, and we're in the process of doing that. We'll make that determination what it's going to be, but China has to stop sending fentanyl into our country and killing our people. We'll be announcing the tariffs on Canada and Mexico for a number of reasons. Number one is the people that have poured into our country so horribly and so much. Number two are the drugs, fentanyl, and everything else that have come into the country. And number three are the massive subsidies that we're giving to Canada and to Mexico in the form of deficits. And I'll be putting the tariff of 25% on Canada and separately 25% on Mexico. And we will really have to do that because we have very big deficits with those countries. Those tariffs may or may not rise with time.
Will oil be part of that, though, because we get oil from Canada?
Oil is going to have nothing to do with it as far as I'm concerned. Oil has nothing to do with it.
Mr. President, you said in confidence.
Regarding Guantanamo Bay, you want 30,000 new beds there. Is there a possibility that will increase, or is 30,000 the
It
maximum?
could increase, yes.
What would be the maximum?
It depends, but countries that won't take back their criminals that they sent into us, you know, they sent them to us. They put them into the caravans, and they came in. As sure as you're standing there, they were sent by those countries. Then they're going to be met very harshly with sanctions, etc.
And when are you hoping to have Guantanamo Bay, this new facility, up and running?
It'll be up pretty quickly.
How much do you think it's going to cost?
Not very much. A lot of the structure is already there, as you know.
You said that you envision sending the 80-something thousand IRS agents hired under Biden to the border. What role do you see them playing?
Well, we'll see. I mean, I may do that, or I may use different people, but we're going to send more. We're going to give the Border Patrol some help. Although now, if you look, they've taken in the lowest number since my administration. The numbers are very low. And at that level, we don't need so much help. People know not to come because if they come, they're not going to make it in and they're going to be shipped out.
As President Trump stated yesterday, he is still committed to placing tariffs on Canada starting as early as tomorrow, possibly. Now, we don't know precisely what that could look like, but I do know two things. First, if the president does choose to implement any tariffs against Canada, we're ready with a response, a purposeful, forceful, but reasonable, immediate response. That if tariffs are implemented against Canada, we will respond. We won't relent until tariffs are removed, and of course, everything is on the table. Part of what this council has been doing is pulling together perspectives from across industries, from across different parts of the country, to make sure that anything we do will be fair right across the country, that all Canadians will share in the job of standing up for our interests and, quite frankly, standing up to defend the most successful trading relationship in the world. Of course, I won't sugarcoat it. Our nation could be facing difficult times in the coming days and weeks.
Voy a iniciar comentándoles que por lo que sale hoy en los medios y la declaración de ayer del presidente Trump, informarle al pueblo de México, a ustedes, que tenemos una mesa de diálogo con el gobierno de Estados Unidos. Preguntas, si les parece. Amplía la transparencia, se protegen los datos personales. Y vamos a esperar, como siempre he dicho, con la cabeza fría, tomando las decisiones, estamos preparados y mantenemos este diálogo. El día de hoy está aquí el secretario de Economía, porque es importante recordar las implicaciones que pudiera tener poner aranceles para la economía de los Estados Unidos, principalmente, para el tratado comercial de los tres países, para nuestros pueblos, pero en particular para la economía de los Estados Unidos.
Los consumidores estadounidenses se verían afectados, en primer lugar, porque los precios van a ser más altos, es decir, les van a subir el precio 25% de todos esos productos. Segundo, porque va a haber menor disponibilidad de productos, porque en la medida que tú le pones un impuesto de 25% a un producto, evidentemente la compra se contrae. Y finalmente, puede haber problemas en las cadenas de suministro, porque las tarifas tan altas tienen un impacto expansivo, o sea, no es solo en el corto plazo, sino que cada vez van creando un daño mayor.
¿Ustedes cuentan con un fondo preventivo ante la posibilidad de aranceles y sobre todo ante el amago que hizo ayer Trump por lo del petróleo?
Pues el tema tiene que ver con el libre comercio y que no haya aranceles.
¿Y de qué
Entonces,
manera?
si llegara a ocurrir este escenario, pues evidentemente pone de lado el tratado comercial, que es parte pues de los escenarios que hemos estado viendo. Entonces, repito, el diálogo, priorizando el diálogo, siempre tomando las comunicaciones formales del gobierno de Estados Unidos y al mismo tiempo el diálogo permanente. Gracias.
Natalia Matamoros del Imer.
Gracias.